I'm Richard Weitz, Senior Fellow here at the Hudson Institute and Director of the Center for Political Military Analysis. I'm here to discuss the July 6th and 7th summit that took place recently between President Medvedev of Russia and President Obama of the United States. My overall impressions of the summit was really there were no major surprises. That's good in the sense that in past summits we've sometimes had disputes over certain issues, for example missile defense at Reykjavik, which caused the summit to end early or a bit of acrimonious nature. This time there wasn't any blowout as people might have feared over Iran or Georgia or missile defense. But there wasn't that great many achievements either. They signed some useful agreements, say over Afghanistan and some others, but nothing major, no major breakthrough. So it was some progress, but less perhaps than meet expectations. One interesting feature of the summit was they decided to create this presidential commission. And that's interesting because before the summit there was a thought to reconstitute the Gore-Chernomyrdin Commission, which existed during the presidency of Bill Clinton. That worked well. It brought the Vice President of the United States and the Prime Minister of Russia together, and along with a lot of the major departments, energy, defense, transportation, and so on. They've reconstituted something like that commission, but they made an interesting change. It's at the level of the presidents and coordinated by the foreign ministers, or in our case, the Secretary of State. And that's interesting because if you had gone back to the old model, you would have had Vice President Biden chairing on the U.S. side, but Prime Minister Putin on the Russian side. And as we know, their relative influence is not equivalent. Prime Minister Putin is thought to be really the person who runs Russian government at this point. Perhaps the one unexpected on the slightly negative side, or at least it didn't fulfill expectations, was the arms control agreement on strategic nuclear forces. There had been some talk beforehand that there would be major reductions in the levels of Russian and American nuclear forces. On this occasion, they said, well, we've come to an agreement which reduces our forces by a third and so on. But if you look very closely at the numbers, you're really not much lower than what you had in the 2002 treaty. They were using the 1991 START treaty as the basis for the numbers. But the numbers of warheads are only going to go down maybe 25 below what they would have been in the Moscow treaty. And in addition, they've given themselves 7 years to reach these lower levels. So I think they probably would have gotten to the level they're going to end up with in any case, even without this current treaty. So on the whole, it was an interesting summit. They seemed to get along well personally, but there wasn't much in the way of forward momentum, though perhaps we'll see some more in the future. Thank you.